Guys, before the video starts, I just want to give you a massive thank you for 30,000 subscribers. We hit it today, an absolutely massive milestone. I'll have that Q&A coming out soon, but in the meantime, thank you very much for all the support. Many more streams and videos coming soon, so stay tuned, and yeah, just massive thanks. What's good, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today, I'm going to be playing some Rainbow Ranked. Essentially, he's come through with an alternative to normal Duels. This is for people who are more into the game. I'll have a link in the description, and you can go ahead and try it if you so wish, but there's also a section that is only for pro players, and even though I'm not the best, I do fit that description. So we're going to be going and playing some games and hopefully gaining some elo points and climbing up the leaderboard. So let me show you around the server real quick. So here we are on the Plunkett server. We've got the Rainbow Rank section and the normal rank. There's a no moving and a no moving panning or zooming. And so what you do is send !register and then your server profile to the bot, and then you are able to enter matchmaking like this. So that's what I'm going to do, and then we'll see what happens next. Okay, we have someone inside the lobby here with us, so hopefully we will get put against each other, and then we will get sent a link here directly. Okay, so here is the link, and we're going to be against Trabota here, so one of the best players in the world, that's for sure. So we hit the tick emoji here. As you can see, I played one against Rainbow earlier here and lost. But okay, this should be my fourth ever game. We hit the challenge link and let's play it. Alrighty, so off we go. 30 seconds per round, looking around as well. This first one feeling rather American, that's for sure. We have a cornfield here. Maybe it's actually not corn. Okay, so a bit further south, I would say, although it could be northern as well. Actually, this tree feels rather north, so I think I'm going to hedge it fairly central for the fact that I also thought it kind of had a southern vibe. But yeah, it's very flat and kind of gravelly. So what state could actually see here? Missouri kind of works to me. I think Missouri is actually a pretty good shout here. Maybe Missouri-Illinois border. And okay, it ends up being, not too far away. He hasn't played yet, but Illinois was actually the right state, so not a bad guess. Okay, so next one here. This one is somewhere in... Wow, I really thought this was Brazil. Turns out it's going to be somewhere in, I guess in... Actually... Oh, this is like the French pole top, so I guess it should be Senegal, right? I'm kind of confused here. I actually don't know the metas yet, but this is super red soil, so it has to be all the way out here, surely. This is like this direction here. And so let's actually check out the road angle here. It's kind of east to west, so maybe on this section here is the best thing I can see. Let's go for that. And no, it ends up being all the way over there. Obviously, Trabota, he gets it. So, got to keep in mind that this actually gets super green. I thought I'd seen some drier stuff over here, maybe over here, but... Okay, whatever. I mean, the east to west road angle definitely makes sense. Okay, this one should just be France or something like that. Yeah, imaginably so. Actually, it might be two short dashes in the center for France, but we're driving right, so it's not UK. Could this be something else very central? I wonder actually what this is. Almost considering moving over there, but yeah, maybe I'll just keep it France, Belgium here as kind of a safer option. I don't know. This is kind of strange to me, but okay, we'll go Belgium. Ends up being France indeed, so not a big difference there between us. Not too bad. This one is, of course, somewhere in Guatemala, and it feels like it's high up in the mountains with these pines, kind of a more temperate climate, so it's not exactly what we wanted to see. We wanted to see kind of a harder round. Ends up being very central there indeed. And the final one here is actually just a Turkish round. It's very built up. We have a phone code, so hopefully he doesn't know it, but... Yeah, what does this feel like? What does this feel like, actually? It feels like a huge city. It feels quite Asian, but I don't really, I can't really substantiate that in any significant way, I don't think. It's quite European architecture. Maybe Antalya could work here. I really don't know. I'm just going to click downtown in one city. Izmir also feels like an option here. And it ends up being in Samsun, actually. That makes sense, but the central guess, obviously, is pretty effective there. And we get just below 20,000 points. Obviously, Trabota will have beaten us here by 1,000 or 2. But yeah, even without that Senegal blunder, he was 2,000 points. I mean, with it, he was 1,000 points ahead, and then without it, he was another 1,000 points ahead. So yeah, not a great result, but let's head into the queue again and try and get a win against a pro. Okay, this time we are against Aria, who is another YouTuber. Should be a fun little game, and he's rated 1206, so we could actually gain a decent amount here, but it also depends on how many points you beat them by, how much rating you get. So that's actually a really nice improvement over normal Duels, I would say. Anywho, this one feels like Nigeria, and this silver car, I think it's somewhere near Abuja, right? I don't think this is I don't think this is anywhere too close to Abuja. I meant Lagos, if I said Abuja. So somewhere down here, I'll just go there, and it ends up being Lagos indeed. But yeah, I mean, Yeah, not too bad. Okay, next one here is going to be somewhere in, like, red plate. I think this is New Mexico, right? We got France. Yeah, New Mexico would probably make some sense here. Or does New Mexico actually have France? Now, I'm actually starting to forget. I think maybe it was Arizona that had France. Ooh, I am actually forgetting. But that plate, I thought, was a New Mexico one. So maybe I'll kind of just click on the border here. Albuquerque feels like a solid option anyway. So I think I should just go for a smaller city. Dude, it was just California. What is that red plate, though? That was confusing me. I don't even think they... I don't know. I'm just talking nonsense, but whatever. This is still very, very much winnable, but I did not want to see Luxembourg. That's quite annoying, actually. But yeah, we have some German. Or is this actually... I mean, surely this is too hilly. Yeah, this is Luxembourgish architecture. Definitely not going to be anywhere in Netherlands like that. I'm sure of it. Ends up being a fine guess. And so, he's not played that round yet. Next one here is Best Chippy. That's has to be somewhere in the UK, but that puts us at quite a disadvantage, I would say, because Harrier is, of course, from the UK. But I'm thinking fairly southern here, kind of central southern, nearish to London feels right enough, and it is Glasgow. Hopefully there was no big clue there, because I don't know, I just thought that was something. So, last one here, we can still make it back with a really good guess here, because this is rather difficult, but we have a green plate, so it should just be Vermont. Our hope is that he somehow misses that and goes the other side of the country or something like that. But yeah, this is like a really easy Vermont. So unfortunately, we're not going to take the win here either, I can only assume. Well, luckily, we get really close, but it's a 21,200, and so I'll just wait until he finishes off here. Yep, and so annoyingly, it's 1,000 points difference there, and the 1,000 points literally just comes from that USA round where I completely botted it. Okay, we are back against Trabota. Let's try and get some revenge here. This is definitely Norway, but how far north is a good question. I mean, obviously, when you see something like this, you do tend to think northern. The trees are a little bit sparse, so I would lean that way. Like, these trees against the hill here definitely feel quite northern, but I could also see southern, so I guess that's always the kind of scary thing. But I'm just going to go somewhere up here and kind of hope for the best. Yeah, let's try that. And it ends up being, well, a really nice guess. Obviously, he's pretty close as well, so no biggie there, but yeah, really, really nice guess to start off the seed. And this one feels like, this one's definitely Luxembourg. We got like the German-style bollards, but then also we got like this pole, which I feel like is super Luxembourgish, and it kind of looks, I mean, doesn't really... Like, I don't know if I could get Luxembourg without those clues, but because they're there, this is an easy Luxembourg and probably pretty far north here. Ends up being a nice guess indeed, so on track for a really good score so far. This one is black car with the stubby antenna, so it should be somewhere in Colombia, and I don't think it's particularly southern. It could be, but I think I'm more comfortable kind of just going central here, so might just kind of go near Bogota here, and it ends up being near Bogota. I actually should have just fully sent it there, because I could be on for an absolutely insane score. But okay, next one's Australia, which should be good news for us, theoretically. It feels like Queensland to me, definitely. But how far north is a good question. Like, this is almost new coverage or something like that, so I'm actually not too sure. He could... Like, Queensland's easily my weakest state, so I'm always hoping to see the other states. But anywho, this is like either super far north or super far south. I don't know. I'll just kind of click Mackay, we'll see. Ends up being Cairns, dude. I knew it probably should be, but it's something about it made me want to not go all the way. But anyway, he's a good way behind us there, so that's not too bad. And then all we have to do is like kind of get a decent guess here. This is Brazil, fairly far southern with all these like nice green trees and hills everywhere. So, I mean, look at that red. These red top ones are meant to only be in Colombia. Hey, look at that Colombian cross. Wow. I really thought with this car that it would be Brazil, but of course now we know it's Colombia. And, well, it's not south at all, but it should just be somewhere near Medellin or Bogota. I think we probably just seal the deal here by clicking in the middle of the two. And so it is near Medellin there, and we go 22,800. We are a master explorer, thank you very much. And we finally get our first win here, and by a decent margin too. 1,000-point win there, definitely a solid one. Even, like, the Australia one was the worst round, so that's when you know things went pretty well. Okie dokie, this time we're against Castrola, who's often in my Discord. This looks to be probably Peruvian, right? Even though we've got this black and yellow on the pole. I mean, it's something you sometimes see in Peru, more often in Colombia, but this looks like Peru. Yeah, this is a Peruvian poll, so I'm wondering whereabouts this should be. I'm not entirely sure. I think kind of just central would probably be a fine hedge here, so I'll just go here, and it ends up being a really nice guess, so super solid. I was thinking a little bit further south, but I also thought this could be north, so let's just send it to the middle, and it pays off for us. Okay, next one here, we are in no, not Canada at all. We got an antenna, okay. Do we have any little blurs or something? I think we got a bit of a green blur here, so I think this should actually be in Estonia. And we've got white flowers as well, so obviously always a bonus when you think you're in Estonia. I think we just kind of click central here. I think this it could, maybe even south, because it kind of felt more southern to me. We'll see. Ends up being kind of, yeah, just central northern there. Okay, next one here. This one's going to be somewhere in downtown South Korea. 01. Not really sure if that is Seoul or not, but let's see if we can read any of this. Seoul, yeah, I think that says Seoul, so this should be fine. Unless that's in another city directing to Seoul, I think we can just click, and it was. He guesses Taipei. Ooh, that's a bit of a rip. Maybe he just didn't really pay too much attention there, but that's going to be definitely net us some good points. And next one here should just be somewhere in Montenegro. We've actually got some slight rifts, so that would definitely make sense. And then I've heard that actually the long antenna is normally accompanied with the rifts, and the short antenna is when there are no rifts. So thanks to Diana for that hint. But okay, this one should just be somewhere fairly standard, and I'm just going to kind of click in the middle of the country. It feels a bit drier, so, or maybe even a bit more coastal. So I'll go this side, and it ends up being a really nice guess, 15 kilometers away. So we're on track for a really high score once again here. And it's going to be an Eswatini, so we're going to complete a really nice score here, that's for sure. And so, I think I'm going to go somewhere over here, and, well, why not something like that? Definitely could make sense here. We don't see that many trees, so I might actually opt for a little bit further inland here, but these kind of rolling hills certainly make sense. Although, the Eswatini coverage normally follows the yellow roads, so maybe even this one here. I think that's what I'll go for. And, okay, man, that would have been so cool if I left it there. But we end up with a 24,479, which is quite the score for a game with a Peru in it. Obviously, all the other countries were fairly small, but you know, still, for AI generated world, that's a really, really nice score. So, obviously, we've beaten him here. Well, if you go Taiwan on a round where someone gets 24,000, yeah, 21,000, 24,000, absolutely no chance of winning there, but well done to Castrola, and let's head into another game. Okay, we're back against Trabota here for the best of 3. Let's see if we can take him down for a second time. That would be really nice. This should be Canada or the US, obviously, with this architecture, lots of McMansions, but I'm wondering whereabouts this would actually be. I think I lean more US here, but it's kind of confusing, I can't lie. Yeah, so maybe like an Ohio. I mean, the houses maybe even feel a little bit further over. Fort Wayne, Indiana could make sense here. Don't mind that. I think I'll go for that, but hey, we'll see directly. Ends up being in the DMV area. Did not expect that. He goes Nashville, so not particularly much worse than us either, but yeah, neither of us picking up the vibes there. Next one here, we have this kind of new generation 4, so where is that going to be? This is looking kind of like Eastern European almost, single white line. This rusted thing feels Eastern European, but I don't know which country to put it in. A lot of pines, but also kind of a southern vibe as well. Bulgaria? Does it make sense? I don't know. Gives me a bit of a Bulgarian vibe, so I guess I'll leave it there, but I have no idea where this is going to be. And it ends up being in Bulgaria, so that's really fortunate, and yeah, we're still pulling a decent lead here, so I'm happy with that. Next one here, this is looking like a bilingual sign in Finnish and something else. So is it Swedish or is it one of the northern languages, Sami? I think it's probably going to be in Sami or something, or one of the northern languages. So I think I'm going to click this really far north, but it's not hilly. So let's see if we can pick anywhere that wouldn't be too hilly. Maybe we just kind of hedge it central northern here and hope for the best. I think that's a good idea. And it ends up being as north as I thought, so that was a really nice little pickup there, seeing that it was bilingual. Very happy with that. So we should be in a commanding position here, although we've got a relatively difficult Peru, I would say. Or it could even be Bolivia. I think I actually might click on the Bolivian side here. No trees. And that pole is really hard to see, but I still think I prefer Bolivia here. So let's go in for it. Just La Paz area probably makes most sense here, although it's hilly. So maybe the Peruvian side fits better. I'm going to go on the Peruvian side like that. Ooh, it's way further out, so we are just ahead now. Not really a good result there. Okay, last one though. is feeling relatively straightforward, or is it? Or is it? This is like southern Russia. Do we see any mountains? We do not. Okay, do we see an antenna? No antenna, what? Okay, if it's no antenna... Oh my gosh, where is this? No antenna Russia? That's surely... I might throw it here. Or is it like Cambodia or something? I don't know, but click it, let's just get it in. That's where I thought. Oh my gosh, let's go. Wow. And no antenna Russia? That has to be rare, but fortunately he goes on the wrong side anyway, and it is in that kind of right in that, like Chernobyl, not Chernobyl, what's it called? Crimea area. And we get 20,000 points there, so a really tough game, and just a super, like a nerve-wracking last round, but we end up with a sizable victory there, so hopefully we gain some nice elo off of that. And so yeah, +8 off that, very nice indeed. GG's to Gibraltar. I said we go for a few more here. Hasn't actually taken that long. These games are nice and quick. Much better than Duels, bro. Do you guys see this? It's much better than Duels. But let's head into another one. Okay, nice. This time we are against the Thai goat himself, Ning, from my Discord server, from the Rainbow Tourneys. Super strong player, so let's see if we can take him down here. That would be very nice indeed. But okay, this says Tambisa. So definitely feels like, I would say, Borneo here. Borneo, Malaysia. Tambisa, maybe more northern, but can we actually find that? I'm sure it is actually findable in the time we're given here, but because I haven't, I'm just gonna kind of click fairly central here. It feels kind of like that. Maybe it feels a bit more northern, we'll see. It is super northern, that is why, and it was findable. There's Tambisan Island, and so he goes in Brunei, very swag, very nice, Ning, but okay, not the best result there. Should have trusted my gut a bit more. This one is sun to the south, northern hemisphere. Is this Canaries? Yeah, this should be Canaries. Spanish style sign, but super weird for Spain. Ocean over there to our east. I don't really know which one this would be. Probably just here, I would imagine. But it could be this one where it's super dry. Actually, I think I'll go for that, or maybe even this one. I think this is a good hedge in the middle because I don't really know my Canaries. We're near a big town, so let's go there. Ends up being the right island, and even it didn't register my switch up, so now the game is right in the balance. That's very good. Next one here, looking like somewhere in... Ooh. No antenna. Should be somewhere in, like, Alaska or something, huh? Hold up. Or am I tripping? I don't know. We got blue strips on the plates. Not at all. So, no antenna. Big mountains. European-style signage. No, something's not computing here. Why did I think it was Alaska? Ooh, Serbia. Let's just click in Serbia and see what happens here. It ends up being in Turkey. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot, bro. How did I not think of Turkey there? That's such a throw. Well, it's still winnable if we get a really hard round, but unfortunately it does not seem like it's going to be the case. This is just a Sri Lanka, so... Oh, man. That's the problem with the time here, and then we just get easy rounds to finish it out, so that's a shame. The Thai goat is going to take us down on this occasion, but can you believe that I didn't think of Turkey there? That's actually such a rookie mistake. Of course, Serbia, Turkey, North Macedonia, famously not having long antenna, not having any antenna at all, but dude, how did I not think of that? That's a little bit of a throw. But GG's to Thai goat thing, and we'll head into another one, shall we? Okay, this one should be good fun. We're against John Harvey Kellogg here, the inventor of cornflakes, and a very strong player. So hopefully we don't come across too much USA here, and let's see what we get. So this one should be somewhere in Finland, obviously, with these road lines. Yeah, not really sure what kind of vibe I get off this. I think I should just go fairly central here to mitigate any damage here. Ends up being fairly southern, but that's fine. Next one here, we do have something in the way of a Cambodia, and will be, it's a lot of palms, so it should be fairly southern. I would generally tend to lean that way, so maybe just a bit south of Phnom Penh here makes a lot of sense. Ends up being near the lake, which obviously I guess you often see a lot of palms near as well, and unfortunately, okay, I thought it was going to be USA for a sec. It is actually USA, so that's really bad news, but well, hold up, what's going on here? Why does it not look like USA? Okay, it's Mexico, that's why. These houses did not feel at all American. And so, how far north is this, though? I would actually suggest maybe not that far north. So, I think I might go, like, Zacatecas or something like that with these kind of rolling mountains here. I hope it's going to be a decent guess. It might be way further north though. Yeah, it's just in Chihuahua. So we are working with a 1.5k deficit here. And we got a North... Oh no, we still don't have a North America. That's good. This is long antenna white car, is it? I think it's going to be a white car, but it should just be somewhere in Russia. I'm not really too confident about where it would be, but it's very thickly forested, but I still kind of wanted to try, like, around St. Petersburg or something like that. Is that at all reasonable here? It certainly feels northern. Rockiness on the side of the road here. A lot of Scots pines. I'm going to try, like, around here. We'll see. And it ends up being just near Chelyabinsk. A bit of a bait round. But again, we're slipping behind here. Need a good little comeback here. And unfortunately, is this like Orland Island or something like that? Feels like it to me. Not really what we wanted to see. This red road should mean that we're in Orland Island. Or Orland Islands. So I think I'll just go there. I mean, hopefully he doesn't pick that up somehow. But this is definitely Finnish. So we're either in Finland or there. And with the red roads, I'm sure we're here. And it was, dude. Okay. Maybe it was just a driveway, or I feel like that's quite rare to see in Finland, but unfortunately, basically every guess he was closer, right? Yeah, he was close to every guess, so well played to John there. Not really a surprise, but I said we did one more for the rest of the video, and yeah, having a lot of fun on this nevertheless. Okay, last one of the video here against Castrola again. Let's see how we can do here. First one's an easy Portugal. Do I get a certain vibe off it, though, about where in the country we could be? I would say this is fairly central. That's really my opinion here, so let's go there. Ends up being near Porto, so quite a bit further north than I thought. But okay, next one here should just be somewhere in Turkey this time. Very good, Turkey. A huge city with mountains in the background. It's fairly green. Winterish coverage. I just don't know when it comes to Turkey, so I think we click somewhere fairly central here. Ankara seems like a decent shout here. We've got hills to the south. I mean, so we're looking to the south and we see the city. So why not? Why couldn't we just be here? I mean, it makes enough sense. Or do we see mountains there though? I don't know. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense where it was. But hey, I mean, Ankara works well enough, I guess. Turkey just so weak for me. Definitely a country I want to get some work done in. This is in Quebec 389. I think this is actually findable. A big reservoir. A little bit hilly, so probably north in the state, in the province. 381 we see. 389 should be findable here. Okay, let's check a little bit further south here. 389. Okay, over here, 397. I see a lot fitting in terms of road numbers over here. But okay, it was fairly northern there, so we actually moved just into the lead. And there it was, the 389. Fortunately, I did want to actually check what number this was, but it would have really helped us if we knew that it only lasted up until there. And it starts over here. So yeah, we would have gotten a better score if we found it, but that's okay. Next one here is like a Russia, southern, a bit hilly here. Yeah, not really sure how far south to click, but it should just be southern with a round looking like this. So I feel like just clicking here, Volgograd area, really does make a lot of sense. Maybe even a bit further south, just because we do see some slight hilliness. I think that's probably best, right? I think like this area could look similar, but I'm not sure if you'd see the same hills. Like, maybe closer around. Well, you know, it could be. Yeah, man. Man, we both had the same thought, but I was just looking here and I was like, well, maybe we do actually see them, because look at this. So, man, I think with 30 extra seconds there, I would have made the right switch, but, you know, that's just the way it goes. So we should still be in the lead here in round 5. And we appear to be somewhere in Latin America with this antenna. And it is, apart from that, rather confusing to me. Okay, think. Sun's to the south, northern hemisphere. This, I think with the sun this much south, it should just be Mexico. It doesn't really feel that Mexican to me, but yeah, like Veracruz, Chiapas, maybe something like that. It's fairly flat, so yeah, maybe Veracruz could make sense here. Ooh, Yucatan, man. Nothing there was like super typical Yucatan, so we actually take the L here. Man, if only I switched to Russia. Like the Mexico, I'm not mad at myself because at least I got the country, but the Russia I really should have switched. But okay, oh man, like so many possibilities there, but unfortunately we come out with the loss, and a good game, well played to Controller, and I'll end off the video there. So we ended up a little bit down on elo here. Actually, I think we started down on elo as well, so 1188 is not that bad, but I think I might jump on stream and do some of these as well, so maybe you've watched that in the future. But guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I'll come back to you with more of these ones in the future for sure, because in fact I think I might just try and climb the rankings on here instead of doing the official one, just because it's so much more fun. You know, it just nothing about this annoys me. It's just good fun against good players. So let me know if you want to see more of this, or if the original series. Well guys, after I stopped filming, I actually played a whole bunch more games, and you can see that overall more victories here. So especially this last one, I went on like a 5 winning streak, and I'm now at 1236, which actually puts me 1236 at 7th spot there, so just above Steak, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, a lot of the people below me are actually better players and probably just haven't played as much or played harder opponents or whatever, but pretty nice. And I'll definitely bring some more of these and try and get to, you know, number 3 or something. It seems like number 1 might be pretty hard to get, but I can try. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.